Back again, here with Brian Lytle. We're going to be talking a little bit about the ways that you take CBD, right? And the different forms that you can take CBD in. And I guess the way you refer to it is the delivery methods as far as that goes. Not to be confused with someone actually bringing it to you.
Which we're going to have here.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. No. So talk to me about the different types of delivery as far as that goes.
Okay, so the different forms of delivery. There's 5 main ones. I think the future of the CBD industry is going to be in the way to deliver it and how efficient and effective it's going to be for us. So the most popular forms of delivery are 1, tincture, so you use it sublingually, edibles, which can be capsules or a type of food product, inhalation, so vaping, smoking, topicals, and those are the main ones that everyone knows of. So, yeah.
Okay, so when we talk about it in effectiveness and able to understand what you're putting into your body, so talk to me about tinctures. What does that do? What are those going to be used for as far as that goes?
So tinctures are they come in different sizes. So they could be as small as 3 milliliters to 16 ounce tinctures. So the standard size is a 1 ounce 30 milliliter. That's standard here in the United States. So a tincture is used sublingually. So you put it under your tongue, and then when you put it under your tongue, you're going to hold it there for about 30 seconds to a minute. Now you're going to let it sit there so that you can absorb as much as possible so that it does not go in through your stomach, and then your stomach acids break it down, because when you ingest it that way, and your stomach acids break it down, you're actually going to absorb much less of it, and it's not going to hit you nearly as quickly.
Okay, so like when we talk about edibles, then a lot of times people chew them, eat them. And let's say you're talking 30 milligrams in an edible versus 30 milligrams in a tincture. I mean, you'd probably be suggesting then that if you eat that edible, you're probably not getting the full 30 milligrams then, right? Because it's going to get into your stomach, it's going to dissolve it. So, okay, that comes with the edible there. So I guess when we're talking about forms of delivery and you're trying to get the full effect of whatever you're getting, a tincture is probably going to be better than that in that aspect, right? Now, how do topicals play a role? Because I know that from what I've experienced with topicals, like the tincture is more of like the long-term program, and the topical I feel like is more of the short-term. Can you kind of speak to that a little?
That's a good way of thinking about it. So topicals are more for there's all different types of topicals. So you have some topicals for, like, say, skin conditions. You have some other topicals for muscle and joint relief.
That's what I'm more used to.
So topicals for muscle and joint relief, arthritic pain, are typically used for localized treatment. So what I mean by that is you have your right shoulder, for example, might be aching. So you would take a product, whether a roll-on or some kind of cream or gel, and massage it into your joints, your muscles, and you would get almost immediate relief, and you would get relief in that specific area. Whereas when you ingest it with, say, a tincture, for example, it's working from the inside out, which doesn't work as quickly, but it can be more prolonged, number one, and eventually help you actually heal in the long run.
So you said something, I don't have to back you up, but you said something about massages, right? Oh man, that to me, I know that for instance, like there's massage oils you can use as well too, and stuff like that. Getting that into your skin and getting into those muscles a little bit more of a spot treatment kind of a thing, right? Okay, so you talk about edibles, talk about tinctures, talk about topicals. Oh, and then I guess there's the smoking or vaping side of it. Now, where does that come into play? How would even someone go? Like, what's the methodology behind that? What is someone using it for? How does it work?
Okay, so Now, this is controversial. Some people are really big proponents of vaping and or smoking it. I will say that vaping or smoking CBD is the quickest way to for your body to use it. It's the quickest form of delivery for your body to actually use the CBD. Now, it's not the best for you, in my opinion. There are some negative, there are some risks to doing it, especially with your lungs. But as far as quickness goes, for lack of a better word, that is the quickest way for you to use the CBD and for your body to feel the CBD and its effects. So a lot of people that say are feeling anxious, vaping and or smoking could be a really good option for them, because when you're anxious, you want to get relief quickly. You don't want to wait 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour before it starts working.
Okay. So, I mean, that pretty much touches base on all of the different major components, if I'm not mistaken, to delivery and taking them into your body. I think that, I mean, for me, that was educational. I'm thinking that everybody at home is probably pretty educational for as well, too. I definitely, again, appreciate your time here talking a little bit about this topic. Anything else you want to address before we go?
That's one thing I just want to dive into a little bit further. I think would help people understand is how long each form of delivery would take for it to really start kicking in. Now, we'll start off with a tincture, for example. A tincture can take maybe about 15 minutes to a half hour for it to start kicking in, for you to start feeling it, noticing a difference, getting the relief that you need, and it can last a few hours. An edible can take upwards towards an hour for it to start working, for it to start kicking in. But the duration is going to be a little bit longer, upwards towards 5 hours. With vape and or inhaling, smoking, it can virtually kick in immediately. Now, edibles and capsules. I mentioned edibles, so gummies, brownies, anything like that, will take a little bit longer. It's the same thing with a capsule, gel cap, or anything like that. The only time it would be different is if you have what's called nanotechnology or water soluble. If you have nanotechnology or water soluble in tincture form or in capsule form, and if it's in your edible, it could take much less time for it to kick in.
Okay. All right. Wow. I appreciate that extra addition there. That's for sure. All right, Brian. Well, again, thank you for your time talking a little bit about the different methods that we can take CBD through. And I know that, again, we'll be continuing